It's like next to impossible to submit to her husband. Even from the very beginning in the book of Genesis, that has been part of the curse. That the wife will always desire the role of the man or the husband. That's part of the curse. And also as sinners, as people born into this world with a sinful nature, that has always been part of the desire and the nature of the wives. Maybe it has been suppressed for a long time, but now it has come up. Okay, in the last 100 years perhaps, we saw the women rise up and get out of their, roles as wives, as submissive wives. The women's liberation came in, and now they want to take over the role of their husband. Not just in the society, not just at work, but most especially at home. Okay? So we need to get back to God's instructions. We need to get back to God's design for marriage, for us to be able to have a great marriage. Because since that time come, since the women tried to rise up, and take more, of the roles of the husbands, we didn't see, a lot of improvement in the marriage, did we? In fact, what did we see? We see a lot of these marriages fell apart. We see a lot of broken marriages. We see a lot of broken homes. We see a lot of problems in the homes. Why? Because women try to usurp the roles and the authority of the husband. So we need to understand this very clearly. God's instruction for the wife is to what? To submit to their own husbands. Okay? We learned that last Sunday. If you missed that, I would encourage you to go back to our Facebook page, Hope of Life Community Church, or to our YouTube channel and listen to last Sunday's message. Today, our passage shifts focus to the husbands. And it's great to see some husbands here this morning. Okay, so now it's your turn. And just as the instruction for the wives is crystal clear, so also is the instruction to the husbands. And what is God's instruction for the husbands? Look at verse 25. Husbands, love your wives. Did you get that? Amen? It's very simple. True? You can't miss that. You can't make any mistake with that. Husbands, love your wives. How many words? 4 words. Husbands, love your wives. It's a very clear and simple instruction for the wives and for the husbands. And maybe you as a husband say, yes, I love my wife. But you know what? A lot of the husbands miss this. This simple and clear instruction. Notice it didn't say, husbands, rule your wives, or husbands, dominate your wives, or dictate your wife. Husbands command. That. It says what? Husbands, love your wives. That is the command. That is the divine directive. Okay? So husbands, are you listening? Yes? Husbands, love your wives. That's why I want you wives to sit with your husband. Make sure they're listening. Okay? If only men would follow this simple instruction, most of the problems in our families will be taken care of. Did you know that? You believe that? If only men would follow this instruction from the Lord, most of the problems in the homes will be taken care of. Saying that you love your wife is one thing, and actually loving your wife is another thing. True? And some husbands don't even say it. But even if you say it, that's one thing, and actually loving your wife is another thing. So, how should a husband love their wives? How? Continue on with the verse,